As long as you're watching this video, never make that same mistake. Once you notice that it's different, just leave that premises, leave that area, and then contact Airbnb. Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you an experience I had, because I feel like this experience is important that I share it, because I wouldn't want you to fall into the same situation or the same scam that I almost fell into while using an app. And that app is called the Airbnb app. I used it. It's used for booking reservations and stuff. So this occasion I booked it, and the thing is, I will just tell you my experience before towards the end of the video I will notify you on the red flags that I didn't take note of. So just watch to the end of this video so that you get how these people operate. Why using the Airbnb app, you book for reservation, they give you a place to stay, where you are going to. So I did that, and then on getting to the place, I tried to figure out where the address is, but it was kind of like difficult, because it was not it was kind of like vague, you get. So then I called the host. Yeah, so the host, it was now directing me to where, in fact no, I was given a Google map which I was following, like following this Google map to the direction of the place where I booked, you get. So but immediately I was able to get through to the host on call. He was now like directing me to where I can meet him. I observed that the location he was calling me was quite different from what I had on the map, but I still went to meet him anyway. So, and then as we were going to the place, he was just like telling me that that his Airbnb account has been hacked for over 2 years now, so he doesn't have access to the account any longer. Telling me stuff like this place is a very peaceful place, this one, that one. Just myself, I was just like, okay, believing him, and stuff like that. So we arrived at the place. Finally got to the place after so much talking and walking towards that place. When we got there, I was like, I looked at the environment. I was like, come on, this place does not look like what I booked online. It's looking different. It was like, and that's what I'm telling you now, that place that one has been occupied. I don't have access to the account any longer. So I look the place, I look the place, I look the place. I say, then and I decided to ask him, like, okay, how many of us are staying here? Because I saw there was a woman in the sitting room. I was like, how many of us are staying here? He was like, no, don't worry, just me and you, but you have to pay me. I said, I don't understand. I have to pay you after I've paid already. Like, I've paid already for a place. So, and this place does not look like where I saw online. I even had to even show him the picture and stuff. So he was like, that place has been occupied, and what have you, and that he no longer have access to the account, that he has sent Airbnb. He has complained to Airbnb, and Airbnb did not do anything. Because I was like, it was like this thing has occurred for over 2 years now. I was like, how can that thing be running on the site for over 2 years now, and nothing is being done about this? This is looking like a scamish act. It's looking scamish, looking like a scam, because over 2 years now, nothing has been done about it already. So it still keep on happening to people. It's not good now. It's not a nice experience. Ask them, like, where, who am I staying with? Like, how many of us are staying here? He said, you're just staying with me. I was like, staying with you? This is not what I had in my mind. And you're telling me to pay again after I've paid? No, nah. Then the woman that was sitting in the sitting room was like, I'm not staying here. He said, you not told me that, yeah, that's my woman and stuff. I said, ah. And the funny thing is, the bed, when he showed me the room, the bed that I saw in that room was similar to what I saw on the site. So since we're now beginning to add up to me, like, this thing is like, this guy puts a very fancy building on the site, but the location he took me to is a totally different place. The only place that resembled what I saw in the site was the bed. That's crazy. It was just the bed, the mattress. That was what was similar, the bed and the mattress. That's when I knew that I've made a huge mistake. Now the question now is, where did I Which red flags did I see or did I observe that I ignored? That's what I want to now tell you so that you don't also fall into this trap. Okay. The thing is, you see this Airbnb app and the sites. It's just like a third party. It's a third party stuff. That does not mean that scam does not happen there because I was kind of like trusting because I'm using Airbnb. I was kind of like trusting. But today I want you to know that scams happen both from the host and both from the guests. That's people that use the app, like people like me that book reservations. They also scam the host, and the host also scam the guests. That's what I want you to bear in mind. Airbnb is just like a third party handling payments and handling the the site and all what have you. That's like it's just like a middleman. You get so scams occur there. Now the number one red flag eh, that I missed was the fact that yes, the host number was on that site and I called that host and it picked. Quite alright. But what I did was I was initially following a Google map, and when I got in contact with the host to like direct me on how to get to the place, when I noticed that it was veering off that Google map to meet him in a place that is opposite the direction of that Google map, and I still met him in his den, that was a very big mistake I made. I'm supposed to have stick to that Google map. You understand? Secondly, and this should even be the first red flag, Seth, when the address of the place is looking vague, maybe they just tell you something, they call a location and put something highway. They call a location, a general location, and put highway. That's a red flag already. A location should, an address should be very specific. It should be specific. If an address is not specific, don't even check another one. Check another place. Go for an address that is very specific, because if that address was specific, then I'll be able to, without it, as in I'll be very, on my own, I'll be able to locate the place and come to that place before even calling the host. If an address is specific, I'll be able to come to that place with then an accord. They will say, I'm at so and so place. Where is your house? But this one, it was not specific, so that's why I had to not depend on the hosts, trust the hosts, and then he now led me to his den, which was a very huge mistake. You understand? Now it's not looking like he wants to now take me to the place. No, you should be able to get to the place on your own first. Then you can call the host. Okay, I'm at so and so place where the location is. So that was a huge mistake. You know, even if say let's even assume that the address is right and he's calling you to meet him in a place that is different from that address, don't go there. That is a red flag. Don't go there. And what another thing I would say is once you are not able to check in into a place that you have booked a reservation for any reason, you are not able to check in, don't don't assume that your money has been lost. Don't make that assumption, because that's false. What you do is you contact Airbnb support, you contact the Airbnb support, and they will answer you. Contrary to what that man was telling me, that yeah, he has complained that he has not been able to, he has been logged out of the site by scammers, and he don't have access to it for 2 years now. All these things, he was just trying to brainwash me. If you contact Airbnb support, they will look into the matter, they will analyze it, maybe look into it, and you will get a refund. So you will get a refund. Just trust that you will get a refund. I'm telling you from experience. Okay. Then always ensure that you always contact the host. When you contact the host, before you make payments, ask if the place is still available. Before you make payments, ask if the place is still available. Don't pay until you are given a go ahead from the host, because that guy used that thing to sing in my ear so much that did I give you a go ahead to pay, that that picture you are seeing on the website is already occupied, and I told you that I no longer have access to the that particular, just as in it's crazy. But what I just grabbed for that thing is, before you make payments, just make sure that you hear from the host. Let the host give you a go ahead. Is the place available? I would like to make a payment for this so and so place. Is it available? please ask that question where, so that you can have it as an evidence for your chat, maybe in case there's a dispute that comes up. If there's anything that you should take, if there's anything that you should take from this particular video, is this: whenever you book an Airbnb, let me just summarize it. Whenever you book a place for an Airbnb, you see the picture, you see everything, the outward, you see the outside of the building, most especially the outward look from the building from the outside. And when you go to the particular location, and what you see on ground from the outside is different from what you saw on the site, please don't make that mistake of even entering that house, because anything can happen. You are automatically in the lion's den. I made that mistake. You shouldn't make that mistake because you're watching this video. All right, you're automatically in the lion's den, and anything can happen. You can be that's like an ambush. Anything can happen. You can even be brainwashed to just manage and stay in the place. So in order for you to just stop any temptation of any brainwashing or any, ambushing or what, don't ever enter inside that place, as long as what you saw on the site is totally different from what you see on ground. Don't enter, because that's what happened. That guy, he just used a fancy, from what I'm adding up now, is from what I experienced, from what I'm adding up now, he just used a fancy building from somewhere. I don't know where he got that picture. Put some other living room and all those things, because I took a picture. I later took a picture codedly, but it was totally different from what was on the site. The only thing that was the same thing, like I said, was the bed frame and the mattress. Very crazy stuff. So please, I made that mistake of entering that place, and I was lucky to come out unharmed. But please, as long as you're watching this video, never make that same mistake. Once you notice that it's different, just leave that premises, leave that area, and then contact Airbnb support. Your money will be refunded and you get another place. Okay, once you notice a difference in what you saw on the site and what you are seeing on ground, make sure you take pictures and videos, because when you are reporting to Airbnb support, they are going to need pictures and videos of what you are seeing on ground. It's very important to take pictures and videos. You will need it, because that's like the proof that you have. Don't forget to take pictures and videos, okay, of what you are seeing on ground, so that way your money will be refunded to you quickly or quicker. You get? Very guys, I'm gonna end this video by telling you that Airbnb is not a scam site or a scam app. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that it is the participants, the hosts and the guests that have the tendency to be scamish, to do scams. Yes, so don't just be so trusting and everything. It is the participants that have the capacity to do scam, and it's your duty to protect yourself against falling for such scams. That's why I've explained all these things I've explained to you on this video. So guys, if you like what I just if you found this video useful, please do well to hit the like button, and if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do well to subscribe to the channel if you are yet to, and to continue getting videos like this and more of this kind of stuff. So concerning apps, websites, and tech, you know how it is. So just so guys, I'll see you in the next one. We promise this will be more exciting. Thank you for watching.